Before we get started, we have limited time, but I just found out it's Emma's birthday. And not only is it her birthday, it's her 20th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emma. Happy birthday to you. Thanks. All right, we actually have a confession to make now.
It's not really my birthday.
However, we needed to do that because first I needed to warm up your voices. This will be interactive. We'll be singing a little bit. And two, I wanted to make a point. I wanted to prove that no one person, not one person in this room, can say that they're tone deaf. Every one of you have now just proven that you have some level of musical ability. So we're here to talk about classical music. And what we're hoping to do is disprove a common preconceived idea that classical music is boring and complicated. What we wanted to say about classical music is it really breaks down into two components. And the two components are very simple. It's a pulse and a storyline. That's it, a pulse and a storyline. And to illustrate that, we're going to use Bach. Johann Sebastian Bach, 1685 to 1750, otherwise known as the Baroque era. Just to give you a few things about Bach, he was an orphan at the age of 10. His mom died at 10. His father died 9 months later. He understood early on the cycle of life. His older brother took care of him, and that's who instilled this love of music in Bach. He went on to become one of the most known composers in the world. Also was an organist. He learned harpsichord as well as violin. Many composers looked to Bach's music for inspiration: Mendelssohn, Chopin, Mozart, all of them. In addition, he was a family man. Anybody want to guess how many kids he had? How many? So I heard 12, I heard 3, 20. So he was married twice. His first wife had 7 kids. His first wife died young from illness. Second wife had 13 kids, so 20 altogether. And then finally, what I wanted to share about Bach is he was a very spiritual man, truly spiritual. He knew who he was inside. He wrote nearly 200 sacred works in his lifetime. All right, so that's Bach. So now we're going to use a little Bach to help us understand classical music. So first, Emma and I are going to lead you through an exercise. We're going to establish a pulse. All right, so sit on the edge of your chairs and get ready. So here's the pulse. Just clap along with me. Great. Oh, good. We can stop now. That was my conductor cue. Apparently it didn't work. And then next, we're going to teach you a melody, a portion of a melody. So I'm going to sing it to you, and then we'll teach it in segments. Da, 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 da. Okay? All right, so that's the melody. We have confidence that we're going to be able to do this in less than 2 minutes. First, we're just going to sing the first note. So let me sing it to you, and then you'll sing it back to us. Da. That's it, ready? Da. Beautiful. All right, the second part goes like this. Da, 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 da. Try that. Da, 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 da. Great. Okay, let's put the first 2 parts together, so it'll sound like this. Da, 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 da. Okay, ready? Da, 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 da. Great. And then the last part sounds like this. Da, da, da. Try it. Da, da, da. Great. We're going to put it all together. So this is what it sounds like. Da, 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 da. Okay, that was a warm-up. One more time. Da, 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 da. Great. Ooh, we have a little time. So we're going to just add a little phrasing to it. Really work towards the da, da, da. Okay, you want to lead to that portion of the phrase, okay? From the beginning. Da, 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 da. Great. Now all we're going to do is just add the two components together. We're going to establish our pulse, and then we're going to sing the melody above it. So let's get our pulse going. Okay. A little slower. There we go. 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we sped up the pulse a little bit. You guys got a little excited. So we're going to do it one more time, a little slower of a pulse, and then we'll start the melody. So let's really start with a good pulse. So how about this? Don't speed up. We're already starting to speed up. There you go. Okay. 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Beautiful. Congratulations. You guys just sang the beginning of Sonata No. 2 by Bach, the Andante movement, and that was not an easy piece. So in a moment, Emma's actually going to play that for you, but I'm going to set it up a little bit. So we established that there's a storyline, and what we just sang was Bach's storyline, and we established that there was a pulse. Any violinist who learns this piece, they learn pretty quickly that the pulse in this piece was actually Bach's heartbeat. This was his heartbeat. You're going to hear it throughout the entire piece. You're going to hear it from the beginning to the end. And in this instance, this was Bach's storyline. This is what he was trying to convey. But hopefully I've established by now that Bach is really no different than any of you. He was part of a family. He took his career seriously. He was spiritual. That's everybody in this room. So as you're listening to Emma, think about your own heartbeat and what your storyline is and what you hope to accomplish in this lifetime. Yeah.